Hey everybody, so this episode is long overdue because today I'm going to be checking out Carlism's new CD, which is called Circles. So this album actually came out a couple months ago, but I've just gotten around to checking it out and reviewing it. And for those of you who haven't heard of this, make sure to go to www.myspace.com/Carlism Music, CARLISM Music. If you missed that right there, don't worry about it. I'm going to put it up there again at the end of the episode, and I'm going to have a special challenge for everybody. So first of all, who is Carlism for those of you who are not familiar with him? He's a Ventura-based rapper, music artist, lyricist, and he's been producing great stuff for years, but this is the first kind of public release that he's putting out there. So some of you actually may remember him from episode 10, where we had Pajama Jammy Jam 3 and he did a brief performance. So for those of you who don't remember, we're going to refresh your memory right now. Here we go.
I'm not giving up, no second guessing.
The wait is over, I'm here, I'm taking over. The scene got a little bit ugly, so I'm here to make it over. Make you throw your hands in the air. They're up there laughing, but hands in the air. They say Carlism. Yeah.
So that was Carlism performing The Wait Is Over, Get Him / The Truth Hurts. That's the second track on his album Circles. And that one's a little bit more pop influenced than a lot of his other songs on here. Some of them are more rap influenced, a little more rock influenced, and there's things in between. But there's really something for everybody on here. And overall, his album is really about taking a step back and being critical of yourself and your surroundings, understanding what your limitations are and what you're doing right now. And then moving beyond that to really become who you want to become and not listening to other people who are trying to create an image of yourself which you don't believe in. So on the cover right here we have a person circumscribed by a circle, and that's actually the title track. It's called Circles, and the song itself is about how a lot of times we go in circles, we do the same thing over and over again because we get into our comfort zones and we're afraid to really break free because our dreams may be outside the circle, like over here, but it's more comfortable inside here. So we're going to take a brief listen to some of that song and continue on. Here we go.
Round and round, we got it down, The same routines, it's like we're not allowed, to switch it up, that's definition stuck. Doing the same things, cause this is what we're used to. Dreams reduced to, it'll never happen, I'll never make it, just get used to the way it is. I pray this is the last time, but every time I say it is, and it never is. My biggest fear is saying that I never did all I could to get what I want from life, and not regret if I fail once or twice. We're so insecure.
So that was Circles, the title track from Carlism's album, and I really like that song for a couple reasons. One, it has a good beat, but two, it shows kind of a construction and a theme that's running through the album. The beat itself is upbeat, and if you don't really listen to the lyrics, you can dance to it, it's fun, it's poppy, but if you actually take the time to listen to the lyrics and get below the surface, you realize that there's something kind of darker, something more kind of thoughtful about the song. And I think that that's what Carlism is saying with a lot of the songs on this album. If you just kind of go through life and you're not evaluating things, if you're not really being critical of what's going on, you can just kind of listen to the surface elements and you're missing about 90% of everything. So let's go to a track that's a little bit more overt in its meaning. It's Stab Me in the Heart, Black, which is track 3 on here. And, well, let's check it out.
They say stab me in the heart. They say stab me in the heart.
They don't wanna know the truth. He said stab me in the heart, black. I just told him the truth, the cold hard facts. If you don't wanna know the answer, then why ask the question? You don't want my point of view, then go back to guessing. Cause I ain't saying nothing if you can't accept it. Just tell it like it is and you can't expect it to hurt sometimes, but that's okay, we all hurt sometimes. They say stab me in the heart, black.
Stab me in the heart,
cause they can't accept the truth. They say stab me in the heart, black.
Stab me in the heart,
cause they can't accept the truth.
that was Stab Me in the Heart Black. That's the third track on Carlism CD. So a little birdie told me an interesting thing about the backstory with that song. And apparently, back in the day, Carlism and a band that he was with were auditioning a new drummer. And this new drummer was completely off time, he was terrible, he didn't know what he was doing. And after the audition, he came up to Carlism and he asked him, he said, well, what do you think of my performance? Am I good enough to be in your band? And Carlism said, well, probably, you need to improve some of your skills and before we can let you into the band, and it's probably not going to happen right now. So instead of taking that constructively and moving on and trying to improve himself as an artist, he said, "Stab me in the heart, Black." So that's how you get the title of that song, and there you go. So moving on to something a little more positive on here, we're going to go to track 7, which is Be Yourself, and I have to say I enjoy the chorus here, Mr. Carlism, and I'm not going to say where it's from.
Every single day, I'll be like this group, then everything's okay. From dress to thoughts, from style to speech, well, you can't be heard waiting for the crowd to speak. Preach, telling you what you're allowed to be, and I'll never be happy if I ain't proud of me, and I'm proud of me, and the way I see myself. Should I worry about fitting in? Boy, just be yourself. Boy, just be yourself.
So that was Be Yourself, and I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. I don't need to say a lot about that. We're going to skip forward to Forward at the very end of the album. There's a lot of great tracks on here, you guys, so I can't cover all of them right now. I'm going to tell you where you can check out the rest of them at the very end of the episode. But Forward, like the rest of the album, is really talking about being realistic, checking out where you are, and trying to figure out how to move forward to make your dreams reality. So once again, I think the last track had Miss Christina Tangonen accompanying Carlism on it, and I think Forward does as well. So we're going to check that out right now, and then I'm going to tell you where you can find more great Carlism music.
We can't go with rewinds if we're stuck in the past. We can't grow in the mind. I find that if I don't keep growing, I can't keep up, my feet keep slowing down, and I'll never reach the goal. Can't let that happen now, cause I better reach the goal. Cause I can't stop and I can't go back, I can't lose and I can't hold back, and I know that I gotta go at this at full steam in order to reach the dream.
So that was Carlism Circles, everybody, right here. Here's the CD. So now, at the bottom of the screen right there, you see Carlism's website. It's www.myspace.com/Carlism Music, CARLISM Music. You don't need to be a member of MySpace to go on there and check it out. So what I want people to do is go down there, check out a couple of his songs, tell at least one of your friends, just one of your friends, to go over there and check out some of his songs. And if you have MySpace, add him as one of your friends. That'd be great. Then come back over here and tell me, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of Carlism's music, because it's fantastic and the word needs to get out there. Support an independent artist who's actually promoting real thought and music. This is not somebody who's taking other people's music and just singing, has no idea what they're doing. He's actually creating real art right here, and I think people should support him and check it out. So once again, Carlism Music, so myspace.com, Carlism Music, check it out, come back here, leave a comment, and ask him about his album. I don't know what the price is right now, but send him a message on there and he'll tell you he can send you one of his albums for whatever fee he's charging right now. So peace out, everybody, peace to Carlism in Ventura, and I will see you guys next NYC Me TV.